Welcome to everyone to Late Night Reiki with me. My name is Salome, for those of you who don't know me. I have been gone a long time. I was in Europe. Hi, Jonathan. So for those of you who are not familiar with Reiki, this is an energy healing modality. We are here to share some good vibes, to share some healing. And all you need to do is be open to the energy. You just have to say that I accept, or just acknowledge it's something you would like to experience. Hi, Sergio. This is bothering me. I'm doing alright. I'm surviving. I'm back in Vancouver. I'm no longer in Europe. How are you? Yeah. Nah, North fan. Not in this one. Thank you, Sergio. If ever anybody wants a music change up, let me know. Sometimes it takes me a while to find out what vibe I'd like musically. Thank you so much. So, I'm always happy to change things up to something different. And so we're working with Reiki energy. There's also other energies that come through. But I practice Holy Fire Reiki. I also practice Karuna Reiki, World Peace Reiki, as well as Animal Reiki. So for those of you who have furry friends who would like to accept some energy on their behalf, oh my gosh, I have so many things to spill. So many details to spill. Akore ietarishiat uri surata namatira tafi iratan kiarata sauratum kurutushna matir makursa tirtum kurutushna moto irtiniki. Arata sauratum namokurtishna mato irata sierata makurtas urti iamorata namata irata samati tekia. Hi, Rachel. I meant to message you today, actually. I've been thinking about you. This is my first day back doing energy work. I haven't been doing energy work for a while. Needed a really nice break. So I work with a beautiful energy called the Tree of Life. Beautifully grounding energy. Ayarata makarata shanamatiara sa orata makaniarata sa orata matiara sa orata ma. Bonjour. Have a beautiful night, Sergio. Yes. Call me. Call me, maybe. Iradam Kurdushna Matira Sauratanir, Tini Tira Sauratam Kurdushna, Iratasun, Iratanetir, Iratamaras Aurati Iam Kurdushna Mutiras and Yamuratanemia, Tira Sauratanamakartishna. Aratasa Iratani Kiratasa Uratosho, Irat Iamuratanamatiras, Iratasauratanaki. Rosaira da makarasana urtas airiti anamate ishanamate yasa makatira si amortum kurtishmat. Orosuira timikia tishanmatira sanamate sanamakurtas. So I'm feeling a lot of heart stuff. So we're going to spend some time breathing into our heart space. I'd like you to envision a beautiful ball of light. And every time you breathe in, just kind of this glowing ball of warm light that's in the center of your chest. Allow it to just grow every time you breathe in. And as you breathe out, it expands a little bit more. Allowing that to expand through your chest, breathing in. Breathing out, let that radiate. Spreading beautiful warmth, beautifully healing warmth through your heart, through your chest, into your shoulders, into your neck, down into your tummy maybe. And allowing it to just wash everything that no longer serves you away. Allowing us to breathe a little bit deeper. a little bit calmer. Thank you so much for the likes and the follows for those of you who have been following. Oh, you like my earrings? I made them myself. Thank you. Hi, Kristen. Hello, hello. Do I have matching rings? I do not have matching rings. I don't know how to make rings yet. These are the earrings. That's what the earrings I make look like. Thank you. They're not very hard to make. I'm not a fancy jeweler. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kristen. I'm sending you so much love. How was my trip? My trip was very interesting. It was very good. It had a lot of challenges, but it was very good. Definitely, it's definitely a trip worth writing stories about, shall I say. Yeah. It had the potential of being a lot more precarious than it was. Hi Jessica, how are you, my love? I haven't been live since August. That's why. I haven't been live for a long time. Thank you, thank you. I missed you all too. So this Reiki healing has the ability or the quality of being able to calm us down. If you'd like to set your intention for a specific aim, you are very welcome to do that. Your intention is your superpower. So your intention will help guide the Reiki in whichever way you choose, or you can just allow the Reiki to do whatever it does, right? It's very intelligent. Reiki energy is very, very intelligent. It has the ability to address whatever it is that is most needed in you in this moment. When I do my Reiki healing, I never really focus on something really specific unless it's super called for. And that's because everybody is unique and everybody has their own unique things that they need to deal with. So I allow the Reiki to flow just as it naturally would. I think I might want to change the music soon. What do I want? A charm? Which one? I have a hummingbird here. Oh, my necklace. Yeah, it's my baptismal necklace. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, I haven't been on for a long time. I was traveling. So again, welcome all of those of you who are just joining to Reiki. I'm glad that you like it. I like it a lot. Thank you, Astrid. There's a little flippy thing here that the kind of I'm back. I'm back. No. I'm back from the land of cheese and wine. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a habit of finding pieces that aren't normally supposed to be regular clothing in Wisconsin. Not quite. On the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Nothing wrong with cheese and wine. So for those of you joining, just allow yourself to be open to receiving if you'd like to experience some Reiki healing. Or you can just stay for some chill vibes. Both are fine. When you're receiving the Reiki, oh, that's so beautiful, Kristen. If you're receiving the Reiki, just allow whatever comes. Just allow whatever comes to you. If you feel certain things, just allow them to flow. No need to judge it. Just allow it to flow. If you need a nice exhale, allow yourself to exhale. Allowing yourself to breathe in deep. Thank you for the follow. Ora taniera sura tameke nieta amkasia tamaka airti sanora tasanoto yursuliti sameti rafa. Era fire tania amkurasa irta shnamoto yursura te yusumati amkurata sanata yartamakatise. Ora tamukurusu ora tamukarati shnamoto yursunate. Naira naman sierra saura tanama tierra sanaura tamakotie. Oira tamakarata shinamoto sierra tamakara saura tamakotiera sanamatiera samate. Oira tasura tamakaira tasaura tashinamatia sunati. Yeah, absolutely. Also keep in mind, Sarah, right, for all of those of you in here, and I'm sending the energy, you are able to set your intention. Focus your attention to where it is that you would like the Reiki to flow. And that's okay. It's really important to use your discernment, right? Not everything is for everyone. And I always encourage people to take their time and see what's right for them. Reiki is not for everybody. And it's really important to allow yourself to determine whether or not it's something that is for you. Right? Don't always take everything at face value, right? It's really important to have some skepticism, you know, with a lot of things in life. You know, allow yourself to take your time to really pay attention and try to learn, as long as we're not judgmental. There's nothing wrong with skepticism so long as we aren't judgmental, and so long as we aren't, so long as we don't hurt others. Right? We don't allow ourselves to push our opinions on other people. I'm not going to get in a conversation. Oh, thank you. I don't know what I'm doing half the time either. Well, thank you for the gift. Hi, Natalie. I do teach Reiki. So Reiki, oh man. Reiki class, a Reiki course, is a pretty intensive thing. It is it's 2 full days. So namaste. Reiki training is 2 full days of 2 8-hour days of class, where you learn about the history of Reiki, what the symbols mean, the different techniques that we use, and also receiving your placements so that you're able to channel the Reiki energy yourself. Hello. No need to overthink. So your intention is your superpower. Where you set your attention to, where attention goes, energy flows, right? Where attention goes, energy flows. So if you would like the Reiki energy to go to a specific or address a specific issue, just allow yourself to direct your gaze, your inner gaze, towards whatever it is. You can just think about, what is it that you would like the Reiki to be directed to. You can focus your attention to that area. It doesn't have to be a complicated thing, right? It's not a big ritual in any way. It's just, where is your attention going? Oh, that's beautiful. Your mom's long-term friend is Reiki. I would love that, Rachel. Thank you, Natalie. You're welcome, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I practice Reiki. I also channel, so with any healer that you'll find on anywhere really, we're all, you know, we all have our different modalities. I channel Reiki. I send Reiki healing. I also to a degree channel my own unique form of energy healing that I interlace with it. I feel like everyone who does practice some form of energy healing will undoubtedly have their own signature in what they do. I do also channel light language healing. So when you hear me speaking in these weird kind of, sometimes they're very funny languages, it can be a little bit off-putting for some people, and that's totally okay. It was definitely something for me to get used to at the beginning as well. But the light language is just a healing frequency, so it's a very kind of deep embedded soul language that I channel. There are different dialects that I may channel, but there's one that I normally am drawn to the most, that is more aligned with my own energy, and it is simply codes of sound. So they have a healing ability in the sounds that they emit. They resonate on the soul level, on the spirit level. So sometimes it may sound familiar, even though we don't understand exactly what is being said. There's this familiarity to it. And it's because just like music, right, where music is almost a universal language in that way, where we may not always understand the words that are being sung, but there's some element of music where we can all kind of understand the emotion that is being shared. The emotion is what is being communicated. And light language is very similar in that way. We're sharing an emotion. We're sharing a way of healing on a deeper, like almost intercellular level. Humming, any sound. Sound is, everything is made of sound, right? Everything is energy. Everything's vibration. So even allowing yourself to make sounds can have a very soothing quality, can have a very soothing effect. Jonathan's back. Yeah, exactly. So oftentimes people ask me what it is that I'm saying, and I can't really translate what it is that I'm saying. It is an energy that just needs to be expressed and flow out, and I understand the emotion behind what it is that I am channeling. I understand the purpose towards what it is that I'm channeling, but I don't understand necessarily the words. Oh, amazing. I'm not focusing on a specific chakra right now, but there was some, there is a call to grounding, so a bit of root chakra work, but honestly, when I do my healing, I don't focus on specific chakras. The energy will go where the energy goes for you. But right now there is a, I have this energy that comes through quite often, who really likes to bring us back to the earth. Really, really wants us to come back into the earth. Very beautiful, feminine, almost very Gaia energy, Mother Earth energy, elemental energy, beautiful, beautiful energy. Hi, Robert. Could I explain about the different chakras? Of course I could. Gratitude back to you. So, chakras, we have hundreds of chakras in our body, but we have 7 main chakras that we normally talk about that are aligned with our spine. And chakras are these, almost like these funnels. They're these discs that spin. They're these energy points within our body that are either more open or they're less open. They'll spin faster or they'll spin slower depending on what's happening in your body. The more open a chakra is, the more energy can flow through. However, we don't want it to be too open. We don't want it to be too small, too closed. We want a beautiful balance. What these chakras do is they're these spinning wheels, and they allow us to express ourselves and to funnel energy in a very specific way. And so we have chakras all along our spinal cord. And the 7 main chakras that we normally focus on do happen to be around the same spot as a massive nerve bundle where some of our major glands are. So our third eye chakra is where our pituitary gland is, right between, right up here, kind of in the center of our head. Then if you come down, your throat chakra is where your thyroid is. And there's another nerve bundle here. Your heart chakra, where your thymus gland and your heart is. Your solar plexus chakra here. You have another chakra in your sacral area where all of our reproductive organs are. And then at the base of our spine, we have our root chakra. We also have a crown chakra at the top of our head. Right? And we also happen to have a chakra that's around the side here, near the liver. But these chakras, they're these energy points, and they address different aspects of being. The chakras that are closer to the earth represent our more physical aspects of being in this physical world, and the higher that we go up, the more spiritual our chakras become, because they're going closer and closer to our expression of spirit up here. Thank you. So, for example, our root chakra is the base of our spine. It's the chakra that's closer to the earth. So this is the chakra associated with the material world. It's associated with our sense of safety and grounding, right? When we don't feel safe, when we don't feel like our physical needs are being met, our root chakra may be a bit unbalanced, right? May be affected. That will probably affect the other chakras in our body, because everything is in a balance. Everything is in communication with everything else. So the moment you have one chakra that's out of balance, your other chakras are probably going to be compensating, and they're also going to be out of balance, because having these chakras be spinning in a healthy way, being expressed in a healthy way, allows the energy that we channel from crown to root and from root to crown to flow in a more natural way, without obstruction, without impedance. Okay. So that's why it's very important for us when we are doing our healing work, when we are going on this journey. A lot of us are just awakening. A lot of us awakened around 2019, 2020, and then there have been multiple waves where people are becoming aware of energy and being aware of the more subtle aspects of life and the subtle aspects of being within ourselves. And at the beginning, there's this really big excitement to focus on our higher chakras, to focus on our crown and our third eye, and, you know, enhancing our clairs and all that kind of stuff. And there tends to be a dismissal of our lower chakras. And it's very important for us to remember that our lower chakras are just as important as the ones that are higher up in our body. They are all working harmoniously with each other. And so we cannot focus on one chakra solely and ignore all of the rest, because they all need to work together for you to be balanced and for you to be expressing yourself in a healthy way. So that's what I have to say for that. But it is exciting. I love working on the root chakra. There's something just so, it just feels so good. To feel grounded, to feel like you're just sinking into the earth is just the most blissful feeling. You feel heavy. It allows us to breathe deeper as well. Well, that's a wonderful question. I'm glad that you asked it. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. And that's generally the case, because if you think about it, so the comment was that that Amanda's always found that after root chakra specific healing, the other chakras feel better. If you think about energy, right? Energy coming down, especially if you're trying to channel or if you're trying to open yourself up to energy, right? The energy's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down. If one of your chakras is blocked, especially down in the root, right? You're going to end up having a buildup of energy within your body. It has nowhere to go. You want that energy to have somewhere to go. It wants to go into the earth. If you think about electricity, for example, you look at electric lines, power lines. You're always going to have a ground wire. Why do we have a ground wire? The ground wire neutralizes the energy. The ground wire allows an outlet for that excess energy, that overflowing energy, to go into the earth safely so that it doesn't overcharge whatever it is that's going on up there. And it's the same thing with our energetic systems. It's the same thing with our body. When we're bringing in energy, when we're expressing energy, we need to have an outlet. We need for that energy to go somewhere. And that's why grounding is so important. That's why, you know, you can go into the forest, you can put your feet in grass, you can touch a tree, you can even just envision roots coming out of your body and going into the earth. Anything that allows that energy to have an outlet so that it has a flow, so we don't have this dam building up. Because when we have that dam building up, that's when things go a little bit awry. Bless me. So. Oh, I like this. Thank you. So many blessings. I love it. Thank you. I'm so happy. have no idea. It's just part of this, I wonder if it says in here. I don't really have a way of knowing. Because it doesn't give timestamps, unfortunately. You're very welcome. I wonder... Oh. Bienvenida a la luminosidad by Pablo Rosas. Pablo Rosas. Bienvenido a la luminosidad is what it's called. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows, everyone. It's so nice to be back. I haven't done any energy healing for a very long time. I've been running around Europe. You're very welcome, my love. For those of you who are wondering what music I'm playing today, on this live, I am playing, it's on YouTube, and it's by Naturritu, so Naturritu, and this specific, I guess, album is called Andantino. So there's a whole bunch of really cool tracks on there. It's kind of chill, lo-fi, folktronica stuff. Sometimes I play just nature sounds with flutes. Might switch to that later. Yeah, I like Naturritu is a creator I tend to gravitate towards a lot. I've been kind of in the mood for it a lot lately, and sometimes I need a change of scenery. It's a little bit upbeat, yeah. I always try to find that kind of happy medium between something that's chill, but also kind of has a little bit of energy to it. And it's not the same thing for like 3 hours, where there's a little bit of variation. So. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. Bonjour, j'étais à Paris en fait. C'est drôle, j'étais en France il y a 2 semaines. Ma famille habite en France. Enchantée, bienvenue. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Ah, merci beaucoup, c'est très gentil. Oui, ma famille habite en France. My family lives in France, so I was in France visiting them. I went traveling for a month in Europe. I went to many, many places, and I ended my trip with my family in France for about 10 days, so I will be back in France for those of you who live in France. J'y serai de nouveau. I left my Birkenstocks there, so I do have to go back and get my shoes. With my sandals. I want my sandals back. I had some pretty amazing synchronicities that happened in France. It's funny. I went at a time where my family was no longer on vacation, so it was kind of challenging organizing things to do since they were all working. And there's a specific uncle of mine who I'm very close with, who I had hoped to spend more lunches with and spend time catching up with. And I found myself, because the night before I had spent all day walking through Paris, and then I met up with a friend, and one thing led to another, and I ended up having to crash at his place because it was too late by the time that everything was said and done to go back to Bois-Coulomb. So I woke up in Paris in the morning, which was beautiful, and I decided to take a walk and see things that I've never seen before. And so I saw this place called Montparnasse. I didn't know what it was all about, and I noticed there was a tower there, so I thought, oh, should go see Montparnasse. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's cool. And because I was relying on Wi-Fi, I would stop in front of McDonald's everywhere that I go so I could connect to the Wi-Fi to see if there was any messages from my grandmother. And I finally made it to Montparnasse, and I realized it's not as pretty as I thought it would be. It's just a commercial business building. And my grandmother's asking me, well, where are you going to Montparnasse? There's nothing in Montparnasse, it's so ugly. And I look up, and across the street is my Uncle Fabrice that I had been wanting to have lunch with. And I was so shocked, and he saw me, and he's like, what are you doing here? There's nothing here. How did you end up here? And I said, I don't know. I just ended up here. And I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was going on his lunch break, and he asked me if I wanted to have lunch with him, and I was like, I absolutely do. So I got to have my lunch with my uncle, which was super wild. Of all the places, Paris is a massive city, so to be able to run into my uncle like that in the middle of Paris is insane. Because he normally doesn't actually go out the front door, he usually goes out the back door, so the chances were really slim that I would run into him. Yeah, it's wild. And that's the thing, is it's a reminder for everyone here, right? We are so much more powerful than we realize. What you desire, what you set out, what you put out in terms of desires, you are very capable of creating in your life. The universe gives you what you want. You just need to put it out there. Ask and you shall receive. It's incredible, very incredible, just the ways that these things can fall into place. It's happened to me so many times. I was looking for a yoga mat at one point, and the way that I approach it is, I just think, how cool would it be? How cool would it be if I could do this thing? Or I wonder if this thing could happen, right? And just put it out there, and then you forget about it. And so when you put it out there in that way, you're not believing that it's not possible that it can happen. You're very much believing that it's possible that it could happen, but you don't have any attachment to the expectation of it happening. You're just throwing it out there. It's like, how cool would it be if that was to happen, you know? And you let it go. And you would be shocked to see how these things can manifest in your life in very specific, very interesting ways. I once needed a yoga mat. It's super random. I needed a yoga mat, and I had gone on a trip with my friend to Pender Island, which is an island in the Gulf Islands of BC. And we were on this hike on this random mountain. There's very few people on Pender Island. It's quite a small island. And we were hiking up on Mount Pender. And at the top of this, this hike, this little, it's not really a mountain, it's more of a big hill. Attached to a dead tree, there was a yoga mat that was just left there. And it was just the funniest thing because we had wanted a yoga mat, and in the middle of nowhere in Pender Island, we found one. Ce ne sont pas des coïncidences, ce sont des synchronicités. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Can I do an intense grounding healing right now? I don't think that the energy is calling for that right now. But I will be doing a grounding near the end of my live. When I have to close out the energy, I always close it out with a grounding if you wanted to stay for that. And if ever the energy calls to do more grounding work, then I definitely will. But I generally go with what the energy is calling me to do. Right now the energy is feeling a little bit lighter. It's feeling a little bit more balanced. I'm not feeling called to do an intense grounding right now. But yeah, synchronicities, man, are wild. The world is a magical place. We just have to allow ourselves to see it. We just have to open ourselves up to the possibilities that are around us all the time. It's interesting because it touches on a talk that I had earlier today. I am part of this group called A Clear Mind, Body, Soul. So I lead this group with Deb Merced and Juliana Whitlow. And we do weekly energy forecasts and weekly talks and monthly healings and stuff like that. There's actually a link in my link tree if you'd like to subscribe to it. It's a monthly subscription. But anyways, I was doing a talk today, my weekly talk. And I was touching on the treasures that we have within ourselves that we don't always see, or we don't understand the utility of them until we change our perspective. There's so many little resources that we have, all of these tiny little gifts, these sparkly little things that we have within ourselves. And they're always there, and sometimes it just takes a slight shift of perspective for us to actually see them, for us to recognize that they're there, for us to understand the utility that they have in our lives. So, oh, my battery's running low. I have to get my charger. Don't die on me, don't die. There we go. Oh, I was too slow. Bear with me. I was too slow. My battery died. I'll turn it back on. We get some silent Reiki for a little bit. Just give it a few moments. There we go. Can I remember my password? Maybe. There we go. And we're back. Hello. Thank you. I try to be. I try to be a real person. We are all but beings of this plane. No point in taking ourselves too seriously, you know? I think that's the biggest thing. Remembering that healers, we're all healers to a degree, but healers that you see on social media, etc., we're human too. We don't all have everything figured out. Not yet. Yeah, nobody does. That's, if we understood, if we knew everything, it would be no fun. There would be nothing left to learn. What's the fun in that? Part of the human experience is experiencing, yeah. Nice, I love that for you, James. That's wonderful. This is bothering me. No, thank you. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't been on for a while, so of course I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, busy working. Oh, be careful when you drive. So I'm feeling a call towards a little bit more mental clarity. Feels like we have some busy minds. Oh, there's a lot going on up here. So what this is doing is clearing our sight. And at our crowns as well. Oh, and just trying to get a little bit more balance. I'm feeling a lot of pressure in the head right now. That's okay, not everyone feels something. That's totally okay. Everyone experiences Reiki differently. We also just need to make sure that we're open to receiving, so that means you just have to acknowledge that it is something that you would like to experience. Reiki only works with your consent, so you will never receive an energy healing that you do not want. You do not go against people's free will. But it's okay, not everyone feels something physically, right? Sometimes the Reiki is going to be working on a very subtle level. On the subconscious level. It's not always going to be a physical experience, right? And that's another thing to remember is just allow whatever comes, allow it. If you don't feel anything, that's okay. If you feel certain things, that's also okay. You don't have to think about it too much. Hey, Catherine, how are you? I might change up the music soon. How much time is there? 5 minutes, I'll leave it be. Hola, ¿cómo está? Hanging in there, yeah, I feel you, girl, feel you. Coming back to work was a weird thing. I do have a regular day job, so coming back to my regular day job was interesting. But coming back to giving Reiki has been very nice. I missed giving Reiki. Devastating. Transitions are hard. Transitions are also hard when they decide to change your entire ordering system while you're gone. And you come back not understanding how anything works anymore. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah. It's been an interesting bumpy road. Hi Ted, how are you? Go away. I don't usually block people, but I have no time for that. And I have no time for scammers. No scammers. Am I only a Reiki master? As opposed to what? As opposed to other energy healing modalities, I imagine. I only practice, I've only been trained in Reiki. I haven't done quantum healing or anything like that yet. Namaste. Nice to see you as well. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, nobody is only ever one thing. I do use my own, I channel my own kind of signature of energies when I do my healing, especially when I'm doing my light language healing. Yeah, you are welcome to send me an email. Absolutely, if you have questions and stuff, please send me an email. It's in my link tree. I am real. I am indeed. You're welcome. Happy spooky month to you as well. Happy Mabon for those of you who celebrate. It was last week, I think. Happy full moon as of yesterday. Yes. Or today? Yesterday. I know, I can't believe it's already October. Hello. I'm glad that you guys are here. Welcome to the live. My name is Salome. Salome on TikTok. So, for those of you who are just joining, welcome to the live. I hope that you're doing well. If you'd like to experience the energy, you just have to be open to receiving. Honestly, most people already, as they enter the live, they're drawn to it and they're instinctively going to open themselves up to receive the Reiki energy. But it's just to remind you that it only works with your consent. If this is something that you would like to experience, you just have to give your consent. It can be just a mental note. It doesn't have to be out loud. It doesn't have to be typed. I see a lot of people typing, I accept. It's not necessary. As long as you're acknowledging within yourself that this is something you'd like to experience, that's all you need to do. It doesn't have to be fancy or complicated in any way. It's just to remind you as well that, you know, if at any point this is something that you don't want to be experiencing anymore, you are very, very allowed to withdraw your consent and you won't receive the Reiki anymore. That's also okay. Thank you. And I don't have my water with me. I should have brought a water bottle. Hello. Blessings to you as well, Mel. Is that the end of my Muzak? What are we going to do now for Muzak? Do we want this? Not really. No, I don't want this. I'm going to do this instead. No, I don't like that either. No. This one. Oh, this gets me every time. Mm-hmm. Ah, I'm a hypnotist. Ah. Yeah, I'm an air sign as well. Man, none of these are really what I want it to be. That's fine, whatever. Sorry, we're gonna switch through some musics until I find the one that I want. Yeah, that one. Signs and alignments. What do you mean, Amanda? Oh, this music is beautiful. Oh, like horoscopes? Do you have like a more specific question? Because I'm not an astrologist. I know some things about horoscope, like I know some stuff about astrology, but I need you to be a little bit more specific in your question. And I may or may not have the answer. Oh, what is an Aries month? Okay. So, when we have lunar cycles, the moon will be in different parts of the sky. So, every full moon will happen to be in a certain constellation that represents a certain astrological sign. So, in this case, the full moon happens to be in the constellation of Aries. And so, the constellation of Aries is also associated with the energy of Aries, which is the first zodiac of the year in terms of the zodiacal year. Aries is the baby, it's the initiator. So it's all about the ego, it's all about the self, and it's all about personal independence. And so what we'll notice with every full moon that we have, depending on the sign that it happens to find itself, the moon has a very amplifying energy to a lot of aspects of life. And so the themes that we may notice popping up in our lives will center around the archetype that certain astrological sign will embody. So Aries being the initiator, being the self, the themes that may come up with the energies of the full moon being in that sign would be that of independence, of speaking up for oneself, of standing apart, of allowing ourselves to take risks on things, to get a start on things, to allow ourselves to be vocal. Aries is a very fiery sign. It's a very passionate sign. It can be a little bit quick to temper. So, you know, we might experience some intense emotions kind of coming up where there's conflict that we need to address. But every zodiac sign has an archetype that it represents. And so it's just the themes in our life. And another thing to keep in mind, right, is we all have the different signs in our birth chart, and where Aries, or where whatever sign is that the moon happens to be in, where that sign is in your birth chart may also have an influence on how that represents itself for you. Right? And also, like your sun sign, there may be a relationship between Aries and whatever your sun sign is. There's a lot of relationships that happen in terms of energy, but that's just the basic. The basic answer to that is the moon happens to be in the constellation of Aries right now, And therefore the energies that are surrounding this full moon will be within the theme of whatever it is that archetype happens to represent. Right? So, thank you so much. Thank you. I always forget how much I love just this super chill music. Every time I turn it on, like it's like a switch in my body. Just I feel so at peace. But does that make a little bit of sense, Amanda? It is Buddhist flute. I love Buddhist flute. Yeah, this is Buddhist flute. This is the healing mother. How fitting. I know I haven't been live in ages. I think you were in the last live that I was doing, which was back in August. August 21, I think. Was the last live that I did, so more than a month ago. Been a while. Been a long while. So, welcome. For those of you who are here, welcome to the first live in a long time. Yeah. That long. Yeah, I was traveling. And I had no phone. And I didn't have access to my TikTok account. I was actually a little worried. Because I didn't have access to any of my accounts. And thankfully, when I came home, I was able to switch my number to a new one. And I was able to recover all of my accounts. Hello, James. Yeah. How was my trip? I haven't managed to do any, I posted one story to my Instagram. It's a long story. Some mishaps happened. My phone was lost or stolen on my first day in England at the very beginning of my trip, so it made things a little bit challenging. Oh, well, you just have to take a Reiki class. I teach Reiki. So it's a certification that you have to undergo. It's 2 days. For level 1 and 2, it's 2 full 8-hour days. And then when you go to get your master level, it's 3 full 8-hour days. And you learn the history of Reiki and the symbols, what energy is, what chakras are, different techniques, and you get placed in the energy. I went to Southampton mostly. What is Reiki? Reiki is an energy healing modality. So with Reiki, what we're doing is we're aligning our energy, we're aligning ourselves, our bodies, our mind, our body, and our soul with source energies, so high vibrational spiritual consciousness energy. So Re means spiritual consciousness, Ki means energy, and so what we're doing is we're channeling this beautiful spiritual energy in with the intent to find balance and harmony within our energetic fields and to heal. And once our energy starts flowing more naturally again, because we remove blockages or stagnant energy or you know, that kind of thing, then our bodies are able to heal themselves more efficiently. Oh, you're in Northampton. Interesting. Yeah. It was a wild ride. I wasn't really in a place to do any healing. I was on vacation, so I wasn't, I was taking a break from doing some energy healing, and honestly, I was so stressed out when I was in England because of the whole phone situation. I wouldn't have been in a mental or energetic place to do any healing anyway. Does Reiki work on animals too? It does. I also practice animal Reiki. So there are different types of Reiki that you can learn, that you can channel. So I practice Holy Fire Reiki, which is a derivative of Usui Reiki, the Usui tradition. I also practice Karuna Reiki, which is Reiki of compassion. I practice World Peace Reiki, which is kind of a development of the Holy Fire energy. But I also practice Animal Reiki. And Animal Reiki is a little bit different from the other forms of Reiki in the sense that it works with the energies of the animal kingdom, and the energy is a lot more rooted in the physical world because it works principally with the energy of the Tree of Life and with Gaia. And that's because it is a Reiki that is specifically meant to find connection with the animal kingdom and this physical reality. It's a very beautifully grounding energy. And because we are animals, right? Human beings are also animals. We are part of the animal kingdom. We also benefit from the animal Reiki. So animals benefit from the other forms of Reiki as well, but the energy of the Tree of Life and of Gaia are specifically very healing for these animals. It's more familiar. It's more familiar to them, and it does work beautifully with their energy. So when I actually resonate, I think, most deeply with the Tree of Life energy, there's something really magical in its earthly quality. I resonate very strongly with the Fae and fairies and elementals, and so working with the Tree of Life energy is very much almost, it feels like home to me because it is a very grounding energy and it is very much imbued with that elemental energy. So yes, absolutely. Animals love Reiki. Animals are very perceptive to energy, and so if you're a healer that still has some stuff to work on, they may not actually want to receive the energy healing, which is totally okay. But a lot of times I have people telling me that their animals will snuggle next to them when they see me going live, so that they can experience the energy healing. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts. That's so kind. So, you wore all white today as well. I love that. You've been a Reiki master since 1997. Wonderful. Is it Usui Reiki that you practice? Yeah. So the holy fire energy is a derivative of Usui Reiki. It's just a development of it. Your dog daughter came over just before. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifts. And that's okay. Your cat's there with you as well. Yeah. Not all animals want it. Yeah, having a personal Reiki session can be a pretty transformative thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's rude. Yeah, your cat might just be having a great time just chilling on the floor there, receiving the energy from distance. You know, you don't have to be in front of the... You don't have to have the screen on necessarily to receive the Reiki, so... But yeah, animal Reiki is a beautiful energy. I'm going to be doing my master hopefully soon. So I will soon be an animal Reiki master teacher as well. So that's exciting. You're very welcome. You're always welcome here. It's a safe space. I love it when people ask questions. I'm very much an advocate for learning. So I love it when people ask questions. No. What's going on up here? You're welcome. There isn't really any danger to Reiki. Reiki can do no harm. You can't receive too much Reiki. So if there's anything, I wouldn't call it a danger, but Reiki is healing. And you'll normally get what it is that your spirit team feels that you are ready for. The Reiki energy will never give you what it is that you don't need. But sometimes there will be some detoxing that's involved, right? Especially if it's our first Reiki session. For those of you who are in here, please make sure you drink a lot of water so that you can help integrate the energies. But sometimes we go through kind of almost a spiritual detox, an energetic detox, when we have our first Reiki session, and even, you know, multiple Reiki sessions. So you might experience a little bit of discomfort because of that. Sometimes it might bring up emotions or bring up memories that need to be addressed and need to be healed, and that can be uncomfortable. And we are ready to address them at that moment, but we don't necessarily always, our ego doesn't want to. So it is an excellent question. So it depends on what your definition of danger is. Inherently, it's not dangerous. There isn't really any dangerous qualities to Reiki. It's a very healing, a very gentle energy. However, our ego may disagree with us because our ego doesn't want to experience the things that we're going to be experiencing in the healing, if that makes any sense. Oh, I love that. You're very welcome, Maximus. Parapsychology. I love that. Oh, thank you. It's a top and a skirt. Who is my Reiki master? I was taught by William Rand from my level 1 and 2 Holy Fire Reiki. And I learned my master level of Holy Fire and Karuna Reiki from Willow Main Prize. She also taught me Animal Reiki. Yeah. I love that. Great to hear, Annie. What causes what? I think there was a part of your message that got deleted, Ricardo. Yeah, you can set your intention, set your attention to your back if you'd like. I'm feeling some abdominal stuff right now, and I don't know if it's just me. It could be that my corset is killing my stomach right now. It might be why. Have I ever tried to pour warm Reiki in a dream state? No, that seems pretty irresponsible. Although, mind you, I mean, if I'm performing Reiki when I'm dreaming, I don't know. I actually don't know how to answer that question. I don't think so. I don't do the whole lucid dreaming thing intentionally if I do lucid dreaming. There are times where I'm in meditation and I envision sending Reiki while I'm in meditation, so I'm kind of in a half dream state, but it's not really a dream state. I'm going to start grounding the energy because I'm starting to feel funny. I'm feeling a lot of pressure in the crown. I often find by grounding the energy, it allows that pressure to be released. There's too much going on in the headspace right now. Irtama kurtu sirama koneira timia tirita sira pashamata irasama Irtama karasa urtama kunuta irasuma irtamia tiritam Urtama irtama rasa urtama kurtu shumat irasima kanata irasama Irana makana sira tama kushna irasima kanata irasima karasima irasima pashamata Irtama kinau sayirtama kashna matosa irtama kisirtam asira saurtama Irtama kunashna matiyamasu Irtama kiasaurata airta naurna kanatira sama kanatira shamatira sura Irtama kisaurtama karasira taishnamata irasamata ansira kasa urtama kietia shnamata irmakanatira Aratana karasana kurtishnamata irusura te irtini tiaratana saurtama kishnamata Irtani sirtama surtashnamatu sirtama ki irtiara sanata kashanata Irtama karasana tirasana Is the left receiving and is the right giving? Yes and no. They're both giving energy. I feel like the left is more balancing. It's kind of like the small dial, the micro dial, and then the right for me is the one that is a little bit more active, but it's not always the same. It will switch around. Generally, when I'm feeling energy, I'll feel it more with my left hand because my left hand will be a little bit more receptive. But it's hard to explain. They both receive and they both give energy. So the left is kind of like helps me gauge what is needed. You're welcome to leave if you don't want to be here. Go for it. It's fine. This is not divination though. And also, don't worry about it. It's fine. Just let it be. Just ignore it. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider that a troll. I would consider that someone who's how would I put this? I don't think that's a troll thing. There's nothing trolly about that. It's just somebody who is not open to alternative perspectives, or who has a perception that is uninformed. And that often has to do with religion and upbringing, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Afraid. Someone who is afraid of the unknown. And who has a limited repertoire of information and people that they receive information from. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Probably. And that's okay, you know, everyone's on their own path. And they are totally entitled. If this is not, you know, if this is not for you, that is totally okay, and you are welcome to do whatever it is that you need to do. As long as you're not disrespectful to people, that's totally okay. Reiki isn't for everyone. Nothing wrong with that. If everyone was the same, then this would be a very boring place. Diversity is what makes things interesting. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, and that's generally how it happens. We'll get little inklings here and there. What's going on right now? Ertamakurata Sierramakurata Shamata Irsut Ertamatia Sarata Sierrata Shamata Ertamakarasi Ertamir Takaurasa Auratimia Tira Samarata Ayertamakarasa Amatierata Samarati Arasi Artamakarati Sanamurata Artamakarati Sierramakursu Utira Samarata Namakarasi Tira Samarata Tira namakarasana makarasama kurutu shamata eritin kira severitina urasana makarasi. Ayana makarasi aurita shamata irasu urita mati irasama kuruta sanamata irasamata irasamata. Oh man, sorry, I missed so many comments. Oh, you guys are so lovely. Yeah, I do sometimes. Sometimes I get guides that come in or energies that come in. Sometimes I visualize. It really depends on who I'm working on. Sometimes I do have visuals that I see to kind of guide the energy in a certain way. For example, I'll often see roots or vines kind of wrapping around. Depends on how the energy wants to be released or transmuted. So we'll see different things, and it depends. Sometimes when I have an energy that forces me to go inwards, I'll see patterns or geographic shapes or light, or sometimes I'll see like a whole journey. It really depends. It always changes. Pardon me. I do use light language. I was just speaking light language a while ago. Oh, you're so beautiful, Kristen. Thank you. Yeah, I was just speaking light language literally, I think. Was I not just speaking? I don't know. I can't remember anymore. Sometimes I tune out when I'm speaking light language. I don't know. I do channel light language. Yeah, I have had some. Oh, that reminds me, I have to email. Email that person back. I do have people that that have done artwork, or you know, if I'm doing a one-on-one session, a lot of times people have a visual experience within themselves. Hi, Daniel. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone joining the live. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if I'll be on for very much longer, because I've been on for more than 2 hours now. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. I think my strongest clairs are clairsentience, claircognizance, clairvoyance, and clairaudience, and some claircognizance. I don't know. Claircognizance is really hard to discern from the other clairs, because it kind of embodies some of the aspects of the other clairs already. Because we'll have these knowings, but how we know things kind of tends to present itself in different ways. I explain the clairs more, I can. So the clairs, we all have what we call clairs. Clairs are aspects of experience that we do experience them in our physical reality, but they're aspects of experience that kind of supersede the physical. It's information that we get in a spiritual way. So if you think about psychics and mediums and that kind of thing, you'll understand a little bit more, right? Where you have seers, you have people that have information that there's no tangible source. And so you'll have people who have these knowings, or they hear information, or they see information through what we call our clairs. And it's, some people call it a sixth sense, right? Because we have our physical senses, we have sight and smell and taste and touch and hearing. And those are very physical. We're able to experience the world, right, in different ways. When we talk about the clairs, we're getting information, but it's not information that's tangible here. It's information we're getting from a higher place, but that we're able to experience with these ways of interpreting. So clairvoyance, for example, is what we call clear seeing. So you're getting information. Oh, 111. We're getting information. We're seeing things. We know things are going to happen, or we have foresight, for example. Oh, my battery's going to die. I'll just swap that. Sorry, bear with me. So clairvoyance is clear seeing. It's our ability to have information that we see in our third eye area. So people might have intense visions. They might have very vivid dreams. They might have a knowing of things that will happen because they see it happening. Deja vu is also another form of clairvoyance. Clairaudience, for example, is people who are able to hear information. If you think about people who are also able to see spirits, right, they're experiencing spirits or other kind of you know, beings, they're able to see them, they're able to visualize them in certain ways, they're able to visualize their spirit guides, right? They communicate in that way. Clairaudience is clear hearing, so you're receiving information in an auditory format. So, you know, it's not being spoken out loud out here, but you hear it when you have that monologue in your head. Sometimes the guidance that you're getting is actually, when you're hearing that guidance within you, it's not actually you, it's your intuition, or it's your spirit guides that are coming in, and they're giving you information, they're giving you guidance in an auditory way. Clear cognizance is clear knowing. Claircognizance is clear knowing. So you just know information. You don't know how you know it, but you just know it. And then there's clear tangency, which is you feel things. Clairsentience is you feel things in a more emotional way. So empaths are generally clairsentient. You know that somebody's feeling something because you feel it within yourself. Clairalience is you smell things. So like if somebody's passed, you might smell like roses or something like that. And then clairgustance is taste. So you might experience information in taste. Right? So that's kind of a crash course in the clairs. There's actually a link in my link tree to discover your strongest clair if you were interested in doing that. Because my partner, Claire Mindset, or Juliana, she's a really gifted medium, and she does a lot of workshops on in increasing the strength of our clairs and practicing our clairs and that kind of thing. So there's a quiz that you can do in my link tree called What is My Strongest Clair? It's free. It's kind of fun. Might be worth checking out. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it is very easy to be overwhelmed by it. I did not foresee my battery dying. I did kind of, but it's because I have like the battery thing on there. New Thinking Aloud, I'll check it out. I am in Canada. I am not in the United States. I'm in Canada. But Jules and Debbie are in the States. So Debbie is in California and Juliana is in, she in Ohio now? No, I am not. I am on the West Coast. I'm a rainforest baby. With all the fairies. You're in Indiana. So when I teach my courses, for those of you who are interested in learning how to practice Reiki, right, I do teach Reiki. I don't have any classes planned yet, but when I do teach Reiki, I do it online anyways. So, you know, it doesn't really matter where in the world that you are, it's just as long as the time zones work out. You can learn how to practice Reiki and get attuned or placed in the energy virtually. I always have these mini burps that want to come out and they never come out. It's very annoying. No dumb questions. Your intuition is never blocked necessarily, I don't think. But whatever it is that your body is feeling, you know, drink lots of water. If you're going to eat food, it's really good to eat nice, healthy food, bright fruits and vegetables. Hi, Craig. How are you, my love? I'm doing well. Yeah. Yeah, so if you're interested in learning Reiki, just send me an email so that I know what the interest is, because it's hard to have a class for just one person. So if there's enough people that are interested in it, then I'll organize a class. It's just challenging because I do have a regular I have a job that isn't always Monday to Friday, and so it's challenging organizing a class. I would have to do it on my Saturdays off. I usually do it split weekends, so I'll have it one Saturday and then I'll have it another Saturday, usually 2 weeks later. Yeah, nice. Getting sleepy, wonderful. I think I'm going to ground this energy in a little bit. So I'm also getting sleepy. I can't stay up super late anymore. I used to be up till 1 in the morning doing Reiki, and it's 11 p.m. and I'm a sleepy girl. Yeah, sleepy season. You're a night owl. Alright, so we're going to go through a little bit of a grounding practice for those of you who have been waiting for a grounding practice. Here we go. So we're going to be grounding this energy together. This is a beautiful practice that you can do by yourself at home. What we're going to do is we're going to envision a beautiful ray of bright, bright light coming from source above. This beautiful bright light, you might envision it as being white. Some people see it as this golden light. And just envision this beautiful golden light coming down into the top of your head where your crown chakra is. And we're going to envision this beautiful flower just opening up at our crown, inviting this light in. You can see it as a beautiful energetic rain if you like. I like to see it as this beautiful kind of bright, sparkly, golden rain of energy. And allow this beautiful energy to enter your crown chakra and just nourish you. Just allow it to enter your head. You can feel it kind of trickling down the back of your head, inside and around your ears, in the front of your face, allowing it to clear out the area in the middle of your forehead where your third eye is, Activating our third eye chakra, allowing it to glow beautiful indigo, allowing that light to pull everything that no longer serves us. We're allowing this light to transmute it and pull it away. We feel it going down the back of our neck, down past our ears, down past our eyes, our nose, our jaw. Feel this beautiful light nourishing your body, coming into your throat, activating your throat chakra. This is the way that we communicate our truth. It glows a beautiful blue, beautiful cobalt blue color, sky blue color. Allowing us to feel safe speaking our truth, allowing that energy to pull anything that doesn't serve us away, allowing it to go further down into our collarbones, into our shoulders, feeling it open up our chest, allowing it to pull away all these things we no longer need to carry. Feeling the energy go down our shoulder blades, down the middle, between our shoulder blades, down our spine, into our upper arms, allowing it to pull down, pull everything away, allowing us to be just nice and relaxed. Energy's going down through our elbows, into our forearms, into our hands, coming down also in our chest, into our lungs. Taking a nice, beautiful, deep breath, allowing it to pull everything away into our heart, activating our heart chakra. This is our center of love and compassion towards ourselves, towards others. Allowing it to fill up our heart space, our rib cage, our middle back. Allowing this beautiful energetic rain to come down a little bit further into that space between our rib cage where our solar plexus lies. This is our center of confidence. Glows a beautiful yellow. Our heart glowed a beautiful green, but we're in the solar plexus, it glows a beautiful yellow. This is where our inner child lies. This is where our motivation and our confidence resides. This is where our chi is. This is where our personal power is. Filling up our stomach, filling up our rib cage, filling up our middle back, allowing that energy to pull everything that no longer serves us away. It's pulling that energy down, down into our stomach, down into our hip bones and our pelvis, into our lower back, filling up that space where our reproductive organs are. This is where your sacral chakra resides. Glows a beautiful orange, activating the sacral chakra. This is where creativity resides. This is where sacred sensuality resides, or sexuality resides. We create life in this space. Our emotions are in this space. Allowing ourselves to let go of fear, allowing ourselves to move in the ways that allows us to express ourselves. And then further now, down into the very base of our spine where our root chakra is, allowing that light to pull everything away down into your hip sockets, into your femurs, to your thighs, into your buttocks. Activating the root chakra, it glows a beautiful ruby red. That is our center of grounding. It is the closest chakra to the earth. It is where our sense of security is, our sense of safety and groundedness resides. It's where all of our physical needs get met. Allowing that energy to go down through your knees, clearing everything out through your calves, down your shins, into your ankles, down furthermore into your feet, filling up your feet. There are beautiful chakras at the base of our feet as well, allowing those feet chakras to be activated, allowing the energy to go out our root, out our feet chakras, into the earth, deep, 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 deep down into the earth like roots. Allowing ourselves to be anchored, allowing ourselves to be centered and grounded, allowing an exchange of energy from source above down to the heart of Gaia, the heart of the earth, as she feeds us her energy and we feed her the source energy from above, creating a beautiful exchange of this energy up and down through our body, allowing us to just release everything that no longer serves us into the earth, allowing it to be transmuted. And just allow yourself to sit here for a moment. Allow yourself to just be here in peace. How does your body feel? Does it feel heavier? Does it feel lighter? What does it feel like to be in space? What does it feel like to feel just completely rooted? And with that, I'm going to quickly seal off this beautiful Reiki energy now that we're beautifully grounded and calm. Bringing it down. Sealing it off. With the intention that the Reiki will continue to give you what it is that you need in your highest good. Creating a beautiful protective bubble around this sacred space. Thanking the Reiki energy for its beautiful healing today, thanking all guides that came in and all energies that came in for our healing today. I am now releasing myself from the connection, calling back my energy, sending it to Source to be transmuted in love and light and sent back to me. And in turn, I release your energy. I send it back up to Source to be transmuted in love and light and sent back to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you everyone for joining me. That concludes the Reiki healing for tonight. Again, for those of you who have just found me, my name is Salome. I am a Usui Holy Fire 3 Karuna World Peace Reiki Master Teacher. I also practice Animal Reiki. If you ever have any questions, my email inbox is open, so please send me an email and I will respond to you as soon as I possibly can. I also offer personal sessions, so if you would like to book a personal session with me, you can do so through my Linktree link. I will be developing classes eventually as well, so if you have any interest in learning how to practice Reiki, please shoot me an email so that I know what kind of interest is out there, and get an idea for dates and that kind of thing. And of course, we have our Clear Mind Body Soul membership program. So that is a monthly subscription, and it's a beautiful community where we offer healings. We also have a private Facebook group where we have weekly energy forecasts and weekly talks, which sometimes include card pulls, sometimes there's Reiki healing, always a kind of variety of subjects and topics. We are going to have a soul activation healing happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is a $33 value, so if you would like to be a part of that, there should be a link to our CMBS events where you can join us tomorrow if you would like. You would get that event for free with our Clear Mind Body Soul membership, just as a heads up. And you also get a discount on our personal services and our classes. So Jules is a spiritual life coach, as well as a very gifted medium and energy healer. Reiki as well is a life coach, and a very powerful Reiki master teacher. She also has a really incredible course on the mother wound, healing the mother wound. So, and healing from religious trauma. So really, really cool stuff. So all of our courses, classes, and services, you would get a discount on either 10% or 25%, depending on which membership you subscribe to. And then otherwise, if you just would like to catch, you know, some energy while I'm away, because I don't go live very often anymore, I do have a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to. I always post my live replays onto my YouTube channel. So if you're ever looking for a Reiki pick-me-up, please subscribe to my YouTube, and you'll be able to see all of my TikTok lives there. The energy is always going to be present. It does not expire. And so I do leave the chit chats in there, but you know, the energy is there if ever you need to have a Reiki, kind of a little bit of a Reiki boost if you don't see me on TikTok for a bit. So do keep that in mind. The link to my YouTube is in my link tree as well. Otherwise, it's just, you can search Reiki with Salome on YouTube, and that will be me. And I think that's everything that I have for housekeeping. What is the mother wound? The mother wound is when we did not receive the nurturing that we needed from our mother, and the trauma that's associated with that. So Debbie has healed from her mother wound, and so she teaches a course on how to heal from your mother wound. I'm going to catch up on all of the comments. Do. Yeah. So the mother wound is if you had an absent mother figure in your life, or if you didn't receive the mothering or the nurturing that one would normally have from their mother. It can be like a lot of different things. You know, there is trauma that is associated with that and healing that needs to be done. So Debbie is incredibly, incredibly powerful, beautiful healer. If you'd like to find her on TikTok, actually, she goes by Deb Merced on TikTok. So definitely follow her on TikTok. She's an incredible healer. She does morning intentions every morning at 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Debbie goes live and she does her morning intentions. She has been also doing evening intentions in the evening once in a while, but not as consistently. So definitely check her out. She is incredible. She also was doing a religious trauma, healing from religious trauma course for those who grew up in kind of a religious setting and experienced some uncomfortable things from that upbringing, or kind of different traumas or fears that were associated with their beliefs, or kind of the institution in which they grew up in. And to be very clear, it's in no way saying that religion is bad, or anything like that. It's just, there are some, oftentimes there are people who do develop, certain traumas related to the way some specific people have brought them up in that religious institution. Deb Merced, D-E-B, so D as in Delta, E as in Echo, B as in Bravo, and then M as in Mike, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo, C as in Charlie, E as in Echo, D as in Delta. That's my airplane talk for you right there. I wonder if I can type. I don't know if I can type in the... thank you. Thank you, Ethan. She's hitting your trauma bingo yet. Definitely send her a message. This is energy manipulation. It's, I don't know. I mean, there's some kind of like maneuvering of the energy. Absolutely. It's energy healing is what we were practicing. So there you go. That's my what's it? I can't even think. I'm so tired. I can't even think. What am I saying? What am I saying? I don't even know. That's the news. Yes, I do have a YouTube. So my YouTube is Reiki with Salome. If you follow me on YouTube or subscribe to my channel on YouTube, you'll be able to catch my Reiki TikTok live replays there. I will eventually, when I have the time to, I want to start recording and posting meditations, guided meditations on YouTube. And I might start offering guided meditations, like in-person meditations, as a service as well. Eventually, I just have to figure out what that would look like. So things to come, things to come. When did I start practicing Reiki? Officially, I started practicing Reiki in October of 2020. You're very welcome. Yeah, I've been meaning to do the guided meditations for a while. I just have not organized myself to get it done. I'm quite busy. I have a crazy personal life. So, hi. Oh, wild. Yeah, my Reiki initiation healed me from my PCOS, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. So there you go. Reiki is amazing if you allow it. Yeah. PCOS is a very common condition amongst women. About 5% of women have it. It's called polycystic ovary syndrome. So what that means is you have certain symptoms oftentimes associated with cysts on your ovaries, but not necessarily, where it affects your hormones. So if you exhibit at least three of the symptoms, then you're diagnosed with PCOS. It's technically a condition that is not treatable. It's something that you just basically endure for the rest of your life, and you have to manage the symptoms. And so I had cysts on my ovaries. Another symptom is being amenorrheic, which means that you don't have a menstrual cycle. It can lead to hirsutism or really bad acne or excessive weight gain because of the effect on insulin. If your estrogen is too low, your testosterone ends up going a lot higher and it affects your insulin. So if you have an absence of estrogen and progesterone and an excess of male hormones, that's another signifier of having PCOS. And so I was amenorrheic. I had cysts on my ovaries. My testosterone was double what it was supposed to be naturally. And when I took my level 1 and 2 Reiki class, because there's a lot of healing that happens. When you learn Reiki, it's not just being attuned to the Reiki energy. You go through a lot of healing. So we go through healing experiences so that your body is ready to be able to integrate these higher vibrational energies so that you can channel it for other people, and so that you can channel it for yourself. And a month after, or actually like 20 days, which it's funny because there's a 21-day integration period when you receive Reiki. And literally 3 weeks after I took my level 1 and 2 course, I had my first natural cycle. And I hadn't had one since I was 15 or something crazy like that. And it has been regular since. I went to the doctor, all of my cysts are gone and all of my hormones are normal. And they're like, I don't know how you did it. I don't know what happened, but you don't have PCOS anymore. And I was like, okay. It's not a coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidences. So, you know. Just because we can't measure it doesn't mean it's not there. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful value to these experiences that we have that we haven't had, haven't developed the tools to measure yet. So be open. Allow yourself to open different, allow yourself to be open to experiencing different things. Allow yourself to be open to explore different avenues of thought and avenues of belief. It's always important to keep an open mind and keep an open heart to the things that you may not understand right away, but the things that are possible, because you never actually know. And when you finally open yourself up to possibility, you open yourself up to this whole world of magical things that have always been there. You just haven't seen them. You needed the right kind of glasses to see them. So with that, my loves, I am going to go to sleep. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, please, my emails are open. So please send me an email. I'll respond to them as soon as I can, and as thoroughly as I can. But it was so lovely being able to come back in and send Reiki again tonight. I haven't done it in a very long time, and it was really nice to be able to reconnect with you all tonight. Again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would like to experience Reiki when I'm away. And of course, you're always welcome to book a session with me if you would like a more in-depth and personalized healing. These live Reiki healings, these general live Reiki healings are very powerful and they're very beautiful. A personal session, though, will be a lot more directed and informative, because it will be working on your energy specifically instead of just kind of a generalized one. So keep that in mind. And with that, I bid you all adieu. I love you all. Have a good night.